So I was saying, like, this is going to be very simple and simple and straightforward. Actually, now that I'm back on my channel making content for you guys, I'm trying my best to do in all possible languages to transmit my message. I do that in French, in English, in Urdu, and in my own mother tongue, and I will try in other languages as well, hopefully. So if I have to be honest with myself and you guys, the reason why I believe I was initially into the idea of making videos with a veil is because, precisely to begin with, in Islam there is a strong emphasis on the message rather than the appearance. Unfortunately, in today's world, I'm not saying that people who don't cover their bodies or their hair are bad people or that they are inferior. At the end of the day, it is just a clothing item. You might, if you don't have the attitude that goes with it, then it defeats the purpose. However, I do believe that our society has become extremely superficial, materialistic, and really indecency is being promoted on a very large scale, and most people don't even question that. Most people seem to think that if the majority of people are okay with that, then it must be okay. You know, I have noticed something in most people, if not all, that when 99% of people will choose to go in a certain direction, the majority of people as well are going to feel that it is right. Like, it takes a very strong person to stay uninfluenced by the majority and to be able to decide on their own that no, I don't want to go in that direction, that's not right. I've seen for my own part that most people don't like to feel isolated or alienated. They prefer to go with the masses, like we say sheep. So sheep are always moving in flocks, whereas a lion is always alone. That's the saying. So technically, I used to be in the past a girl who was very proud of her appearance. I was very much consumed with the whole process of beautifying my external appearance for the outer world. And I did get a lot of attention in those days. I won't lie. I won't pretend that I did not care. Of course, I think all of us, we feel flattered when someone finds us attractive. Having said that, there came a point in my life where all of a sudden I just saw that it was absolutely irrelevant. And it was, not only was it irrelevant, but it was totally unhealthy for me to base my whole worth in my appearance. If someone likes you, I always keep repeating that, and I will always repeat it. If someone likes you based on how you look on the outside, then most probably they don't even care who you are on the inside. They don't even know perhaps who you are on the inside. And anyways, there will always be more beautiful people. And it gets extremely tiring at some point to be making all these efforts for the world to like you, when the world will not even care tomorrow if you are in a situation where you know you need help or you're not well, things like that. So it's quite ironical that many people have this misconception that Muslim women or women who wear the veil, they don't believe in taking care of their appearance, or that they are against beauty, or that I don't know what misconceptions people have, but people have a lot of misconceptions when it comes to veiled women in particular. But the thing is, we do love to look beautiful. We do know that we are already beautiful. We just don't feel the need to beautify ourselves, to go to extremes just for people to find us beautiful. We are already content with preserving the beauty for people who are close to us, and there is absolutely no need for us to compete for attention, and especially not that kind of attention. When I go on my social media feed, sometimes as a woman myself, I can understand that, you know, sometimes as women, we want to experiment with certain styles. We want to feel free in what we choose to wear, and that's fine. That's a very personal choice. But I can tell you that I used to wear some kinds of clothes and go out in public. I used to get a lot of unhealthy, unwanted attention from some people, and I don't think that's a good. That's not something that would make me feel comfortable. So obviously, I stopped doing that. After so many years, I did realize that it has nothing good. There was nothing good to be gained from that. So what I was saying, when I go on my social media and I see all these bodies being exposed, I just feel so sorry that some women, unfortunately, they feel like they have a need to show almost their entire bodies to the world so that they get fame or money or attention or partners, or I don't know what's the reason. It becomes a bit, at some point it becomes really like you're selling yourself, you're selling your dignity. And I don't think that's something that's very uplifting or dignified. I see some people try to promote that in the name of feminism. They try to compare themselves with men, but a woman is most beautiful when she is modest, I honestly believe. And you're more elegant. There is no need to, you know, your body is a private thing, and the right person will appreciate it in the right setting or circumstance. But to have the entire world look at you in that way, I think you should probably try to think twice about it. I'm not saying that with judgment or with trying to bring people down, because I have also been in that situation. I know that sometimes you feel desperate for someone to notice you, but it gets very exhausting at one point. You should, of course, you should take care of your body and you should beautify yourself, but at some point you just feel like you have become an object, and that's unacceptable. That's really, it's insulting and it's humiliating to yourself as a woman. So I just wanted to share a bit some of our own motivations so that people can learn to understand when they see a Muslim woman or a veiled woman, they should not assume that the person is ugly, that the person is backward, that the person is ignorant, that the person is, I don't know, that the person is a stupid individual who does not know anything about life or the world. That's not the case. It's just like we don't feel the need to compete, and we are very content keeping certain parts of our appearance for only some certain people. So that's just my message for today.